Magic 95.9, we're Baltimore's best variety of R&B. You know what we do. Funny Friday, funny people. This dude is like fam. Really love him and his energy. Affion Crockett's in the building.
How
What's
you doing,
up?
Queen?
How are you?
I'm great.
I know you are because I stalk you on Instagram.
Likewise.
Yes.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
And you brought some company along with you. Brandon.
Yeah.
What's up, Brandon
Hey,
Lewis?
what up, everybody?
That's
How,
Lil
no,
Bro.
hold on. I gotta say, how you? That's how
That
I
is
gotta
the way
say.
we say it in
This is how
Baltimore.
they say it in Baltimore. How you?
How you? Love you. That's how we do.
Oh,
Right.
That's how we do.
Love you, T.
So you started the Comedy Factory last night, right?
Yeah, we
How
did.
was the show?
It was great.
Good
it was
stuff.
great. Look, the energy in Baltimore is always great. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing for me, I could feel my people.
Yes.
I could feel them walk in with the struggle, the stress.
Yes.
But they emerge. The more the laughter comes out, you get to connect with them. And I mean, I feel it too. I am them. They
Yes.
are me.
Yes.
So I know what that's like. I know what that's like to get in somewhere and you just want to escape for a few hours. That's why I go to the movies. You know what I mean? That's why,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I go to dinner or whatever, but it's always beautiful energy.
That's what I love about Baltimore. Baltimore is a real town. They talk about all the distress and the drugs and dilapidation, all of that stuff. But what I love about Baltimore is this real people. So you're going to feel the struggle, but they also party hard and they escape very hard. So you feel the love, you feel the struggle, you feel everything in Baltimore. And that's what I
Yeah.
love about being here.
And I've been here, what, is this the fifth time?
About the fifth time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a minute. And it's always the same. Like, it's always love. It's always, people supporting. I've never had any bad energy in Baltimore.
Right.
And again, I know what else it has in it. I mean, but I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, so I'm not a stranger to the element that's in any city. But yeah, Baltimore is always love, man.
All right, so get y'all tickets because they're going to be here tonight and tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 2 shows tonight, 3 tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, Baltimore Comedy Factory.
And get the tickets at BaltimoreComedy.com.
BaltimoreComedy.com, yeah.
Yes. So on your Instagram, you posted a TBT picture with you in like this little martial arts kick.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew you were a dancer, but do you do martial arts also?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What do you do?
For sure. I started, this is funny, I started self-taught. I just watched Bruce Lee movies and did what he did.
You lying.
I'm not playing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then I started taking Shotokan, and then I migrated over into Wing Chun. And I've been doing that off and on for like...
What are those? Because I've never heard of those.
Shotokan is karate. That's Japanese-based. Karate means empty hand, if you want to know the history of it. But Shotokan karate is more like what you see, like, I can't explain it. But it's hands, it's kicks, it's, it's forms. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Whereas Wing Chun is a more softer Chinese kung fu style. Where instead of punch, block, it's punch, block at the same time. So you're now doing everything at the same time, and it's more effective.
Interesting.
And you're saving time. So I'm gonna punch you and block whatever you did. I'm gonna punch you at the same time.
It sounds like something you get at Panda Express.
Wing Chun
You just say Panda Express.
Let me get a Wing Chun.
with some teriyaki sauce.
I'm looking at it like, what did you talk about? That sounds delicious.
What kind of fighting skills do you have, Brandon?
I got to laugh. I'm going to laugh you off. I'm going to make you laugh. And you're going to be like, you know what, man? It ain't that serious.
I like that.
Bring it in.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
my
that.
original skill. I don't fight nobody. I do it because I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's about discipline and it's a whole spiritual
Well, for me, it's
aspect
about
to
getting
it.
away. Like if it pop off, I just need to be able to get away.
I ain't
get
mad
you
at
up off
you.
me.
I ain't even
I ain't
mad.
got nothing to prove.
This room feels so like, it feel like my school counselor. It's like I want to tell you about my classes I'm failing. Like, how can I get through this?
Nah, that's just her.
That's so funny.
That's just Queen April.
It just feels so
She know how to
good
make you
here.
feel like that.
I could pop off too now.
Okay.
I can pop off too.
Now,
I'm
let
a
me ask
mirror.
you something. I stalked your Instagram.
Yes.
Are you still in a relationship?
I'm engaged.
You engaged?
I'm engaged.
Okay.
Yes.
He
But
put a ring.
It's so
on
funny,
it.
but no, listen, I was notoriously single for a very long time.
Okay.
And I met a guy in January, and literally
This January?
this January.
Because I think one of the last times I came through, you came to the show, which you was with somebody. So this is somebody different.
That's somebody
apparently.
different.
We in your
Somebody
business
different.
right now. Okay,
So,
okay.
I don't mind. I'm an
It's
open
all
book.
good. Me
But
too.
you met him in January?
I met him in
of
January.
2019?
Yes.
For the first time in your life?
And you're
I mean,
engaged.
I've seen him around, but like the first time that we spoke and talked and decided to go on a date, January.
2019.
And literally 30 days later, our first date was January 11th. We got engaged February 11th. And I know people be like, oh, that's crazy, whatever.
When
but
you know, you know.
I'm 44. When I know, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Now I was asking that because I noticed you was like emerging on your page, like you was you know what I mean, you was popping, you showing a few things, you was giving us body.
I still do though.
No, you do, but I was like,
I still
you
do.
was doing it in a way that I was like, okay, I think maybe she ain't with old boy no more.
Okay.
And she want to let people know, like, look, it's ain't nothing slowed down over here.
No. Like actually, what I love about my fiance is he embraces my sexiness and my sexuality, so he doesn't trip. He's like, boo, I don't care, just do what you want to do, whatever, as long as you don't have me out here looking crazy, you know, as long as I'm not doing
really
anything crazy.
Key.
And that makes me feel good because that's one of the reasons why I have been single for so long, because I am who I am, and I don't want to be with somebody that's going to make me feel smothered and make me feel like I can't be myself. Like, I'm sorry, I'm 44 and I got the body that I have. It may not look like this for the rest of my life. So I'm like, I'm going to show what I want to show when I want to show it, and that doesn't mean that I'm not quote unquote wife material. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
He from Baltimore?
No, he's from New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see, the key of it is from the man's standpoint. As long as you're not like, when you showing yourself off, as long as you're not entertaining the guys, because you know you're getting male attention.
Exactly.
As long as you're not on the joint, like responding like, thanks, boo, and all that.
Yeah.
And he don't feel like he the king in your life. That's you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the difference. Because I went through that too. Like with a woman that I was dating, and she was so exposing of herself, but it felt like it was for everybody else.
Oh, I see.
So I didn't like it.
Okay.
I wasn't with it.
Really?
Nah.
But I mean, did she entertain the guys? Like, did she cheat on you type of deal?
Nah, she didn't cheat on me. But there was a diversion of attention.
Okay.
It was a little different energy with it.
Was she a public personality though? Like, was she a model or?
Yeah, but I'm a public personality too. So if I know how to shut down every single advance,
that's true.
And I have way more followers than you, I'm way more public than you, there's no excuse.
That makes sense.
That's all I'm saying.
I can't even argue that one.
That's all I'm saying.
I can't even argue
I'm willing
that
to do
one.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. But no, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so speaking of social media, how do we follow the both of you on social media?
Who is Brandon Lewis?
Brandon Lewis on Instagram and all platforms. You can follow me there.
At Affion Crockett. AFFION CROCKETT.
Now, I love your transition because, like, you were originally a stand-up comedian, actor, all that stuff, and you predated the whole internet comedian thing.
Right.
But you've mastered that also. And what I've noticed is that there are internet comedians that have trouble with stand-up. There are stand-up comedians that have trouble, like, trying to figure out this internet thing, and, like, everybody's frustrated. But then there's some ambidextrous people like yourself. Like, what do you attribute that to?
I'm just a student of the game, and I'm flexible. Like, literally, that's, you know, physically and figuratively.
Right.
It's just about being flexible and knowing how to do everything. You gotta study though. You gotta study timing. You gotta study rhythm, because the internet, all that is a shorter version of sketch comedy. Right. Which I grew up on. I grew up on from Benny Hill to early SNL with Eddie Murphy to In Living Color, of course. Yep. Fridays, which was a show that a lot of people didn't know about. It's older, with Michael Richards from Seinfeld.
Okay,
he was on that. Yeah, Fridays was around early SNL days too. It just didn't last as long. But Carol Burnett show.
Yes, the Carol Burnett show.
You know what I mean? And then, of course, you know, the Martin Lawrences of the world.
Yes.
And, you know, so just watching them and learning how to edit myself and do all that stuff, it's like, it's just a condensed version of that. So it's actually easier to do it on the internet.
Interesting. If you're just tuning in, we are doing Funny Friday with Affion Crockett and Brandon Lewis. You know how we do this pop culture thing. So you ready for my questions?
What's up?
What can someone do to make you lose interest in dating them? And that's my Thirsty Thursday question I asked my listeners this week.
For me, it's about it's a couple things. The attention thing.
Okay.
Like you can't be making me look stupid.
Okay.
Like if I'm representing you as your man and you're representing me as my woman, you can't be having other guys feel like they got a shot at you.
Okay.
You got to understand how to shut that
That's
down.
real.
Because again, I'm a public figure. So when women come up to me, even if it's for photos and all that, when I'm single, there's a different energy in that.
Okay.
And I could talk, you know, like, hey, you looking good. I like you, you know, you smell good or whatever. But when I'm in a relationship, I respect my queen enough to be like, how you doing? You good? All right, cool. Let's get it. It's a different thing.
Okay.
So not respecting me is one, and then substance. I'm turned off by weed smoking women.
Okay.
And alcoholic women.
Okay.
It's just two
Makes
things
sense.
that don't do it for me.
I like.
He's like, I like weed.
He said, I like it all.
I like them. I don't have a desire to wife them. I like them though.
Okay.
I like hood.
All right.
I love hood.
See, I don't mind hood.
I like hood.
I just like respect.
Like weed smoking and all that. You ain't gonna be my mama, but let's see. A turn off is substance. I pick it back. It's basically identical to Affion. We Leos, so.
All right.
That makes
We
sense.
both left-handed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Left-handed Leos.
Yeah.
When asked about the state of female rappers today, Jermaine Dupri said it's like strippers rapping, and they're all rapping about the same thing. So he's just not feeling them at all, and that's his deal. What are your thoughts on today's female rappers?
I totally agree. I agree with the exception of Rhapsody.
Okay,
She's from North Carolina.
Well,
She's
Cardi
bomb.
B.
She's bomb.
Cardi B actually just put out a video yesterday or the day before where she's supporting. She's like, look, there's a lot of women rappers out here who rapping their ass off, including Rhapsody. She said Rhapsody name, and she says they're not rapping about their vajayjays and money and all that. So she was encouraging blogs and more, writers to support these artists and for the fans to support these artists. So I just feel like those are the ones that we hear about. I mean, honestly, we only hear about Cardi B right now. She's in the forefront.
And Megan.
I feel like Megan who? I don't
Megan
even.
Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
See, I'm not
She
familiar
from
with
like
her.
Texas.
She from
the
Houston.
Gold Free.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with her music.
Okay.
So again, it's the ones who are showcased right now that are from that element.
Right.
But there's Lyric Jones. I don't know if you know about Lyric,
I
but
don't
Lyric
know
is
about
like one of my little sisters. She's a
look
baby
her up.
Lauryn Hill. She sings and got bars, like bar.
Okay.
She's been on Sway rapping with the dudes like the hyenas. Like she's an animal. Rhapsody again. Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
She's been around forever.
But
she been
she's
around for a long
fire.
time.
You know what I mean? So it's like, we got lyricists out there, women, female lyricists, but they just don't get to shine.
I agree with
So
you.
I don't think all female rappers rap about that stuff.
Because Cardi B broke the mold. Like she set the bar and broke the mold and she inspired. Because from her background, like that she was previously a stripper,
Right,
she
and that's what
came
she's
from
rapping
nothing.
about.
But it inspires so many women to be like, oh, I can do this too, just in the reciprocal aspect of, you know what I'm saying, guys who think they want to go to the NFL or NBA. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody, you're like, oh, I can go to the league if I just practice. That's the same thing, but it's just women. Because a lot of women do think they can rap now or can be.
But
rappers.
the women do whatever's indicative of the culture, because that's where Light and Queen Latifah came from.
Yeah.
They was rhyming like the dudes back then. They were conscious. They had bars, and the
Yep.
women had bars too. So if all the dudes right now are rapping about popping Xannies and they rapping off beat and they're garbage, then you're gonna have some women that sound like that too. But it's not all women.
Right.
And it's not all the guys,
Yeah.
but the culture is heavy with that right now, with a lot of garbage rap music.
Yeah, it is. And Cardi B even said that, she's giving people what they want, because she even spoke about her song Be Careful, which wasn't about her vagina, which wasn't about stripping, but she said that song got the least support of all of her songs. And she's like, so if I'm trying to give you something else and you don't want to hear that, then I'm going to give you what it is that you want to hear.
I understand. But I salute Cardi because, again,
I love her.
She will... She'll do what she does. She gets the bag, but she's very transparent, and she's very
transparent.
Her putting that video up about supporting rappers,
she came out the gate transparent.
And I wish that her and Nikki didn't have so much beef, because I think they would make great music together. I think Nikki is dope.
I think skill-wise, like her ability to flow, Nikki is dope, but I'm an energy person, and I'm just going to keep it all the way funky. I hate her energy. I can't stand her energy, and I feel it. I see it. It's like...
I'm just talking about her talent as far as her skill sets.
Yeah.
I like her as an artist.
Her skill set
now,
is there.
if you want to keep it 1,000, it's a lot of people that I like as artists and
but their energy.
But as on a personal level, I don't rock with. But that's just the industry in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
I don't know Nikki like that, so I can't really speak to her energy. But as an artist, I really rock with her skill sets.
All right.
Chicken wrap.
R. Kelly has been arrested on federal sex crime charges.
I got nothing to say about R. Kelly.
They booked him on child porn, sex trafficking, and some other stuff that I don't even understand, so I'm not going to quote it. But do you think that he'll survive this, like he's managed to survive everything else, or do you think that this is finally the time for him, like that he's going to be gone?
They got him now.
They got him?
We got you now. They got him now. I feel like this finna be like the beginning of all the other trials that end tragic, like Cosby and all the ones who ended tragic. This is like, they got him now. We finally got you. Because it was New York cops that arrested him in Chicago. So it wasn't even the same district of the state. So they really serious. So,
and why don't you want to talk about R. Kelly?
Never been a fan on any level. Never been a fan of his music. I don't know him personally, but I just never been a fan. I think he's overrated. He's just never been on my radar.
Okay.
Ever.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then
That's
I feel
fair.
like talking about him just keeps
Fueling
giving
it.
him more shine. So
Okay.
yeah.
Jimmy Walker recently said NBA players like LeBron James and Kyrie Irving make too much money to be so angry and political, and they should just be happy to be there. If you had LeBron James money, would you use your money and your platform
Jimmy
to be
Walker
political?
need to sit down with that comment.
I ain't never seen LeBron or Kyrie be angry though.
I think
they got to use their platform.
because they speak out about injustice.
They got to
and-
use their
and
platform.
because they're actively helping their community. I think that he considers that political and he considers that angry because he is a Trump supporter.
But they
that's his problem right there.
Yeah,
He's
but,
a Trump supporter.
yeah, that's his problem.
but they getting paid by private owners though. It's not a public. It's not like they're getting paid from the public.
You just said it when you say he's a Trump supporter. Because I was about to say he sound like
Sound like a white
what's
man.
the white chick that says shut up and dribble? I don't even know her name. It doesn't matter what her name is. But
Tomi
Lorraine or
Tommy
something
Lauren,
like that.
whatever.
Yeah. I don't follow her. That's why I don't know her name. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, athletes, like people, anyone who's prominent that have a voice that, that has influence over people, you should.
yeah.
When it's black people, when it's people that look just like you, and that could be your son tomorrow, LeBron James or Chris Paul or whoever.
Right.
You got to speak up. And then when we have a Colin Kaepernick who is standing up for this very thing,
Hello.
you know what I mean, respectfully, and they try to twist the narrative as if he's disrespecting the country when it was somebody from the military who told him how to peacefully protest.
Yep.
Right? It was a military man that told him how
That's
to do
crazy.
that. So the fact that they're trying to spin his whole narrative into him being disrespectful and that they're not hiring him, you gotta have the LeBrons of the world who are powerful
Yeah.
enough to say, no, this is wrong. This is wrong. What's going on?
Yeah.
Until we see change, and we may never see change, but I respect the guys for doing it.
And final question. I know you guys are busy and you're always moving around, but what are your favorite shows right now? Your favorite shows, your favorite movies,
Billions.
whatever. Billions?
Man,
I haven't
listen.
seen
Good.
it.
Man, listen. Billions? You gotta watch it.
On Showtime?
Yeah.
That's
Billions
wild.
is crazy. I
Billions?
mean, of course, I'm gonna
Okay.
watch Power when that comes back on.
Yes, I love Power.
Salute the home team. Omari, what up? But yeah, Billions is
Okay.
if you like money talk and how the game is played on this level, you gotta go.
The Shy.
You gotta
Check it
watch
out.
it.
The Shy is mine.
Shy? Okay.
Shy is fire.
Shout out to Lena Waithe.
Stranger Things, I just finished season 3. That was
Somebody told me to watch that
Stranger
yesterday.
Things solid, but have you got to watch? If you haven't seen none, you can't just go to season 3.
I'm going to start at the beginning.
Yeah,
I'm going to
if you-
start
oh,
at the
it's
beginning.
fire.
Okay.
It's good.
Right now I'm watching, of course, Queen Sugar. I love Queen Sugar.
Okay.
I love Pose. Pose is so good. Like
What is Pose?
It's a transgender thing, right?
Yes, it
Oh.
it basically
I thought that was a documentary.
gives you a no. It's a scripted show.
Okay.
And it basically gives you a peek into the lives of the LGBTQ community, but through ballroom, like through their balls that they do,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
they're voguing and all
Right.
that stuff. But beyond that aspect of it, it's just good art. It's a really well-written show, great actors. It's so good. You gotta watch that.
Yeah,
you
for
gotta
sure.
watch
My
that.
girl was
yeah.
watching that. said,
Yeah, I thought it was a documentary. And speaking of documentaries, did you see the Black Godfather on
Yes,
Netflix?
That's fire.
yes. I
That's
was
fire.
so inspired by that. I was like, I want to be
I
here when
didn't
I
even
grow
know
up,
who
yo.
I didn't even know who he was.
Clarence
Yo,
Avant.
Claire-
Yeah.
Shout out
no,
to
I'm just saying,
Clarence
but,
Avant.
yeah, shout out to Clarence Avant.
Being a black man that has, transcended
Yeah.
different decades and been
Facts.
responsible
Man.
from
So
everyone.
many.
He's responsible for everyone from Hank Aaron
Right.
to Obama.
He
Like,
is, though.
And coming
Clinton.
from where
That
he
was deep.
came from.
Yeah,
like,
that was deep.
Coming
Yeah.
from where he came from, like just a country boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
He
I
the
love
same
it.
as, what's the boxer promoter?
Al Heyman.
Al Heyman.
No, he's responsible for
No,
Al
but I'm just
Heyman.
saying, Al Heyman got his own branch of what he did because of Clarence.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
but that's
for
what I'm
sure, that's
saying.
huge.
Clarence is
Huge.
like the
Yeah, he is,
key
though.
to everything that
No,
we've
he
known
is.
in our lifetime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Every single thing from Michael Jackson
Yeah.
Yep.
to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Babyface in L.A.,
Yep.
Bill Clinton, Obama. Like I was
And
blown
like
away.
how it happened, it's just so.
Yeah, that was a fire documentary.
Yeah, it's really interesting. All
Yeah.
right, well, you get the last word in this house.
I just want to say I appreciate you.
I appreciate you
always,
too.
You always are, and I've said it to you before, but I'm gonna say it again. You are always outside of the realm of what a normal interview is,
Thank
and
you.
you
I
give
appreciate
room
that.
to substance and knowledge and wisdom and culture and king and queendom. And I salute you every time.
Thank you.
And congratulations on your
Shout
engagement.
Shout out to that
Shout out
ring.
to your mans
Thank
and them.
you. All right, so that's a wrap. Love you guys.
Appreciate you.
Wishing you much success.
Yes, indeed.